Now that you've seen a very basic new Gmail account, I wanted to show you my work one. And the reason I'm showing you this is so you can see what it might look like on your end with all of your emails in there. Now, there are lots of ways to organize your Gmail, and I want to go through those with you so you can start to think about how you want your Gmail to look. So the way I have mine done is I have anything that's unread or anything that I've snoozed show up at the top. Everything else shows up below. On the left, I have that menu kind of squished, like I mentioned, but if I click on these three lines, I can still see my menu. I have a lot more choices in here because all of these that you see on the left with those little white arrows are my labels, and I'm going to show you how to set those up in just a little bit. But you have all of these labels available to you, or you can create any label you'd like to organize your Gmail. All the way on the right, though, is your settings. And let's talk about that because that's how I have mine organized the way it works for me. And I'll show you ways that you can organize it and decide how it works best for you. So I'm going to click on settings. And up at the top, I have what opens up is your quick settings. There's a default, which is going to, these are your densities. So it could be that it's a little bit spread out, but not terribly spread out. There's comfortable, which will make it more spread out. And then there's compact, which will bring and tighten everything in. Totally up to you on how you want to look at it. Underneath the density, you have theme. If I click view all, I'm going to get a pop-up of all the different ones that I can use for my background. I can also add from my photos and click any photo that I have that I might want to bring in as my background. So anything that's on my desktop, I can choose. And if I click select, you're going to see how that changes the view. So you can see that now that's my background. So you can always change your background however it works for you. In your settings below the theme, you also have inbox types. Now, lots of people like the default one, and let's take a look at that. In the default one, and I'm actually going to change the background back to a green because I think it makes it a little easier for you to see, or purple works too. All right, so up at the top, you'll see the different tabs. So there's a primary tab. That's going to be any messages that are directly to you. You're actually on that email. Social are going to be anything that comes from Instagram and YouTube and Twitter, anything that you get social emails from, you're going to see it in your social tab. Promotions are going to be the newsletters that you subscribe to, anything along those lines. Updates are going to be things that you subscribe to that are sent to you. They could be some promotion type things, but they're more likely a newsletter that you've subscribed to. And then your forums are going to be ones that are from your distribution list or within your district that you're going to be a part of. So you can choose to have these different tabs at the top to help organize your view. If I click back on the settings cog and I go to important first, anything that I've marked as important. So I've put this little tag on it. It's going to move those as my top ones, and then below that will be everything else. If I go to unread first, which is how I typically like to have my email set up, all of your unread stay at the top, everything else goes below. If I click on starred first, anything that I've starred saying this is something I want to keep or prioritize, I can have it set that way. You can also set up your priority inbox if you'd like. That's going to give you important and unread, and then everything else that's starred, and then so on. Or if you have multiple inboxes, you can do that as well. So I like my important first, so I'm going to keep it there. All right, so in this video, we took a look at an active email account or Gmail account, and we talked about different ways that you can organize your different emails or the way it's going to be viewed. Again, it's in the settings, and you can choose which way you'd like your inbox to look like.